Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. So here we have a brand new fragrance by the company Burberry. I was actually expecting this one for a while, ever since I learned about it over the summer. I was very hyped about it, very excited, especially looking at the note breakdown, kind of on the masculine side with black pepper and cedarwood. This one is called Hero. I'm excited to give you my thoughts on it, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin my fragrance review of Burberry Hero, the brand new fragrance 2021 release, I do want to mention that if you are a fan of fragrance-related content, if you like reviews, top 10s, and more, please do consider supporting this channel by subscribing to it. Remember to enable all notifications by clicking on the bell, and give this video a thumbs up if you like this type of content. So this fragrance was composed by Aurélien Guichard, very accomplished perfumer, and of course this is a brand new fragrance for the company Burberry. Now, I have a lot of Burberry fragrances. I have Burberry London, I have Mr. Burberry, I have Burberry Touch. The list goes on, right? They have some more expensive fragrances, some fragrances that are a little bit on the cheaper end. So I actually purchased this one from Macy's. This is the 50 ml size, if I'm not mistaken. No, the 100 ml, excuse me. I almost went for the 50 ml. And there's also the big 5-ounce size, and that was well above $100. I said, I don't think I need that much, but I ended up purchasing the 100 ml for a very fair price. And this fragrance opens up with bergamot. It has black pepper in the heart. And then in the base, you have 3 types of cedarwood. So I'm very excited to give you my thoughts on the smell, let you know if I think it's worth it, what other fragrances I would compare it to, and if I think it is worth your hard-earned cash. But let's go ahead and start things off with the presentation. So in the opening of this fragrance, you are gonna get a blast of that bergamot. So it opens up very fresh, very citrusy, very effervescent. You get that bergamot in the opening, and it's really bright and inspirational and rejuvenating. And it's the type of fragrance that you would imagine somebody who leads or lives an active lifestyle wearing. And so I can see myself wearing this fragrance, especially when I'm getting ready for work in the morning and, you know, maybe things are going a little haywire and I'm trying to run out the house and I want something that is going to instill that level of energy within me. I think the bergamot and that bright, fresh introduction, especially in combination with the pepper, which I think is a really unique combination, I think that does really, really well, especially for creating that sense of energy in the opening. Now, I don't think this is a new combination per se. I think it's one that we've seen, of course, in fragrances like Dylan Blue by Versace and also Dior Sauvage. Dior Sauvage opens up with bergamot and black pepper, as well as ambroxan and some other ingredients, of course, but this is different. And so that bergamot opening does not smell similar to like a Dior Sauvage or a Versace Dylan Blue, but it's actually quite unique. Now, I think what really makes this fragrance stand out is that woodsy base, right? That creates the woodsy profile of the fragrance. And you have 3 types of cedarwood. So you have Atlas cedar, Virginian cedar, and Himalayan cedar. And so I can't really distinguish what the balance of the 3 cedars is in the base, but I'm certainly getting this peppery, woodsy base that is a little bit on the synthetic side, I do have to admit, but it's really nice. And so I am enjoying that professional quality that is established in the base of this fragrance. And I think the opening, especially with the bergamot, creates a lot of accessibility in the fragrance. So if you're just generally looking for something very fresh, but also very elegant and professional smelling with a hint of masculinity, I think Burberry Hero is a great fragrance for that. Now, I know a lot of the notes in here are gender neutral, the bergamot, the pepper, the cedarwood. Even though many people typically associate woodsy fragrances with masculine fragrances, these are just recommendations. So if you like the way that it smells, I know I said it has a hint of masculinity, but if you like the way that it smells, please, by all means, enjoy it. I know it's marketed for men, but I can see a confident woman who really enjoys the smell enjoying this fragrance as well. So I think that that opening of the bergamot isn't going to last more than 20 or 25 minutes, but the spiciness kicks in after about 2 or 3 minutes, once that initial burst begins to subside, and then the woodsiness comes in 20 minutes or 25 minutes into the development of this fragrance. But I think it's the fact that there's such an overdose of woods in the base that this fragrance is as long lasting as it is. And so this fragrance on my skin gives me about 7 to 8 hours. It is an eau de toilette. Eau de toilettes are typically expected to last somewhere between the 4 to 6 hour mark, believe it or not, especially given the concentration of oil, which most brands do not divulge. But in this case, I do get in the wheelhouse of like 7 to 8 hours, which is pretty good, especially considering the fact that other bergamot dominant fragrances don't give me nearly as much longevity. So the longevity on this one is not monstrous, but it is something that gets me enough longevity to last me through the day and even a few hours on top of that after I get home. So I do enjoy the smell. I don't think there's anything groundbreaking or earth-shattering about it. I don't think there's anything quirky, unique, or avant-garde. I don't think it does anything differently, but it's a really nice, more professional and elegant smelling version of some bergamot and pepper combination type fragrances that are already on the market. And so whereas Dior Sauvage would be like the more casual cousin, this is the more professional version, if that makes any sense. And so it does establish that level of refinement, distinguishment, and professionalism on account of the woods that are in the base. Let's go ahead and finish things off with my overall assessment. So first up, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, despite the fact that this fragrance does bear a parallel to other fragrances in terms of the note breakdown, it still smells different, so you're still gonna smell unique when you wear this one. And I think it has a really nice combination of woodsy ingredients in the base that not only create the long lastingness, but also establish an aura of professionalism and modernity and sophistication as well. And so I really do enjoy that. In terms of the longevity, I mentioned 7 to 8 hours. In terms of the projection, I think it projects within an arm's length for the first hour and a half. It does start to sit closer to the skin at around that 4.5 to 5 hour mark. It doesn't fully go away until about that 7 to 8 hour mark. So the performance is in the average to slightly above average territory for this one. The versatility, I think you can wear this one casually because of the price tag, because of the presence of woods and the black pepper. You can also wear this one professionally as well. It is marketed for men. If you're a confident woman, by all means, please wear this one. I can also see a younger gentleman enjoying this one in addition to somebody who's a little bit older. And so I do find this to be very versatile, and I think this could work well in all seasons, and especially if you're wearing it in a climate controlled environment, like I'm gonna be wearing it to work. I think it's gonna be perfect for that. And presentation, I think it's a very simplistic and minimalist presentation, but that's what they're going for. Sometimes, simplicity does equate to timelessness. And so I think they're going for a timeless presentation with this one. So my final verdict, are you a fan of bergamot and pepper fragrances? Do you want something that is significantly on the woodsy side without being too photorealistic, but a really nice designer level balance of these ingredients, something professional smelling, something long lasting, or that would fall within the average territory of its long lastingness? Definitely check this one out. I think you'll enjoy the new Burberry Hero. I'm a fan of it. I'm gonna be wearing it. Again, nothing earth-shattering, but I think it gets the job done, and it's a very functional and ergonomic fragrance. So there you have it, ladies and gents. Thank you so much for joining me today. That was my review of the brand new Hero by Burberry. If you own or have tried this fragrance, please let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. Also, if you took something of value from this video, please do consider showing your support by clicking that red subscribe button, hit the bell, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up. It would really mean a lot to me. Thanks again for watching. Love you all. We'll see you next time. Bye.